have the tools that I need. I now know how to eat. I know what to eat. I know how to talk to myself. I know how to work out. So I have what I feel like are the core, tools that I need.
All right, guys, I'm with Meredith. Meredith's one of our awesome strong moms. We were actually just chatting before I pressed record, and she started to get into all the good stuff, and I started sweating and really wanted everyone to hear exactly what she's saying. So, Meredith, just give me a quick snapshot. Like, where were you before you started with us with Strong Mom?
So, prior to Strong Mom, I had been a member of track since last September. So, and prior to that, I was eating my way through COVID, brownies, cocktails at, 4:00 on my deck. And I got to a point in September of 2020 where I realized I needed to do something. Previously I had really gotten a lot of walks in. I did the elliptical. I would really do a lot of cardio, thinking that was what I needed to do to lose weight, and get fit. And then I went to track and I joined track and, realized that lifting weights is going to help me build muscle. So I joined track. Fast forward to March, and I go consistently on average, I would say 4 times a week. I would love to get up to 5, but sometimes I just want to sleep. But so 4 times a week on average. And then my fiance and I went to Florida, and we were down there. And while I was there, of course, you take a lot of pictures when you're there or on vacation. And there were a couple of pictures that I saw, and I was like, okay, like something's got to give. So I sent Jenna, our coach, a message via email, and I just the subject line was help. And I just, I asked for help. I said, I need help. I guess I don't know what I'm doing. And, I need help with nutrition. I need help with my mindset, all of it. And so I met with her when I got back that week that I got back. We met and I cried and broke down and just asked for help, because I clearly now I know I was not eating the right way. One, but I was also telling myself some pretty bad things. And so that's how I got started on my journey. So it started with the workouts, which I think some people maybe when they start, it's backwards. Like they start with their eating, but then they're not working out. So, and I've read so much about like women and how we need to be building muscle, because if we're not, we're losing it.
No, so, I have a question. I'm totally inserting another question that I didn't, that's coming out of the blue, but would you say this is something that we let women know that's a little bit different / probably the most different part is the mindset work? Has it helped you?
Absolutely. I mean, I was a big negative self-talker. I've done things in the past where I've started on a weight loss journey and then I stopped, and then I think I convinced myself that I just wasn't able to do it. But with this, looking at, just the things that we tell ourselves and, the positive things and the negative things, and how, most of our thoughts on a daily basis are negative. So just understanding all of that and recognizing that has helped me, my mind get better, and my mindset about food, my mindset about myself, and my mindset about my journey, because I certainly didn't gain the weight that I have now overnight, and I'm not going to lose it overnight. So realizing that, and realizing that, I can have a cookie or I can have pizza, and I'm not going to I'm not going to beat myself up for it because I wanted it and I made a choice to eat it.
Yeah. And just like we were talking about before I pressed record, it's crazy that the negative thoughts, like they don't help us get to our goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least if we can reframe and put ourselves in situations to succeed, position us to win in whatever goal that's going to be. But I love it. And for those that are going to watch this, we do calls on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and just listening to everybody's wins and knowing that your win, knowing there's an awareness of, this is what's going on and here are my thoughts. It doesn't mean they're always going to be perfect. And I think that's sometimes what we expect of ourselves. Like, it doesn't mean we're going to be perfect, but being aware of our thoughts is huge.
Right.
All right. Where are you now after being with us for, I don't even know what month this is now.
So I started the Strong Mom Challenge or group in, I guess it was April, the 1st of April, because I got back from vacation late March. So right now I'm actually just out of the program, but I'm sticking around at least for a couple more months because I've built some friendships, and we have a group that we all talk, and it's great to see the wins. I love being on the calls because no matter what, I always pick up something that I take away, and I can, implement in my own life. I've also listened to podcasts, and we talked about it yesterday on the call, is, having a group or some sort of support system that has the same goals that you do. And that's what I get out of the group. So my journey right now is I have the tools that I need. Not all of them, because I do think that I can still get better. And I will get better. But I now know how to eat. I know what to eat. I know how to talk to myself. I know how to work out. So I have what I feel like are the core, tools that I need. I just need, and it's up to me to just get better.
No, I mean, we talked about this last night on the call. Like, we never stop striving to get better. It's just the baseline improves, right? Your bad eating 6 months ago looks a lot different than what your, not ideal eating is today. So doesn't mean we can't get better. It just means our baseline is higher. Same thing with our mindset. Like, we could be in a much better headspace, so our baseline's higher, but it doesn't mean we don't strive to get better. And I mean, that's what we believe at Strong Mom. And I know for me personally, there's always something to improve on,
right?
Which is exciting, right? You can tailor your life towards the things that you want to be better.
Right.
Okay. What would you say to someone on the fence of Strong Mom?
I would say that, and I think we talked about this yesterday too. It is getting back to the basics. And I've been in sales all my life. I was a sales leader, back to being an individual contributor because I never liked babysitting. I didn't even like it when I was younger. But I tried to coach my salespeople to get back to the basics, because that's the foundation that you build upon to get better and to get to your goals. So if there's anybody out there that's thinking about, they want to lose weight, they want to build a better mindset, a better body that they're living in, I would highly recommend the Strong Mom group, because it's a great support system. The women are fantastic. The coaches, you, and I know, you've been gone, but Jenna, and even through your training for the Olympics, you stepped in and, you were on some of our calls, and that's pretty incredible. You had a lot on your plate. So, but the coaches, Jenna, she's fantastic. I would tell someone that's on the fence not to hesitate. because they won't regret it. They won't look back and think, why did I do this? They'll look back and say, why didn't I do this sooner?
I'm so glad to hear that. It's so funny. The one thing I told Jenna when we were talking the other day, getting back to basics, right? Everyone wants to rush, just be so far ahead. And I don't know where this analogy came from, but like our goal is to plug the holes in the boat before we get out into the ocean, right? So when we go out into the ocean, we're not sinking. And sometimes we want to think of all the crazy new and shiny, objects. And at the end of the day, whatever your goals are, whoever does the basics the best is the one that succeeds. And so it's really awesome. And that's something that our Strong Mom crew has done, is just really nail the foundation of who they are, who they want to be, of how they're going to get there. And then once we have that boat all plugged up and the foundation set, then we can go have a lot of fun in life. So it's so true.
That is a great analogy. It's just, it's true, like plugging the holes and figuring out, what I need to do to plug that hole. And so that, that's good. And this is good. And this is good. And then I can get out there and live and feel good about what I'm doing, even if it's eating a piece of pizza, knowing that, it was a choice that I made to eat that pizza and it was freaking fantastic. And maybe my next meal will be chicken with salad, but I'm never, and that's the thing too, is one of the things that I enjoy about the group is that, like, you're not saying, oh, you can't ever have sugar. You can't ever have this. You can't ever have that. It's learning to eat healthy and be a healthy person, but also understanding that, we're living our life, right? And so there are going to be times when you're going to eat something that, isn't healthy, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're living life, right?
Yeah.
If we have ourselves dialed in and the basics down, and then that dinner party and the glass of wine and the cake and the birthday, that fits
right
into our life, because it is life. We want to make sure that we're able to live it. So I'm glad you got that out of it. All right. Meredith, thank you. Stay on. I'm going to press stop, but don't go anywhere. This is Meredith, one of our awesome Strong Moms who we're so lucky to work with. I know glowing reports from Jenna.